Hey, so we're doing Reddit stories, and everybody does those, but I love watching them, so I wanted to do them.
I also love watching Reddit stories. I listen to them when I am doing my chores.
Any thoughts?
No.
Okay, so I went through and I just looked at, I'm not gonna say it, AITA subreddit.
I got to goss now.
Huh?
I got to goss now.
Okay, what's your thoughts?
I don't remember.
Okay, anyway, so today we're doing the Am I the Butthole stories, and I just scrolled through and looked at the title, and then I just put them on a note in my iPad. So we're just gonna look through that. So neither of us know what the story actually is.
I have no idea. I don't even know what they're called.
I know the titles because that's the only way I could do it. Okay, why don't you can you sit in your spot?
I got to go now.
What?
I know. I love Elsa.
Oh, that's a good thought. Okay, this one's super short. I'm just gonna say, am I the bad guy?
Am I the butthole?
No, I'm not saying that.
Why?
Because I don't want to. Okay. Am I the bad guy for getting rid of my boyfriend's puppy? This is the title. Okay. 2 weeks ago, my boyfriend's mom asked us if we wanted a puppy, and I'm off to a great start. Okay. 2 weeks ago, my boyfriend's mom asked us if we wanted a puppy, and I had told her no numerous times just because it was too much of a financial responsibility. A week later, my boyfriend wakes me up and tells me that the puppy is going to be living with us, and I got upset. Whenever I got home from work, I had a talk with him, telling him how I felt disrespected that he went behind my back and got the puppy without consulting me first. I was afraid of being kicked out of my apartment and told him he had 2 weeks to get rid of the puppy or pay the pet deposit, so he chose to get rid of it. Am I the bad guy? Okay, don't act like a philosopher every time we do these. Alright, no. Basically, her boyfriend got a puppy even though she didn't want one and expressed that she didn't want one. I feel like definitely. Oh, do you have anything to say first?
Okay.
Just say something.
I'm still thinking about this one. So, cause
this is the easiest. I feel like this is the easiest out of all of them.
I don't really feel like that they're in the wrong here. Cause, okay.
I'm sorry.
They expressed multiple times they did not want a dog, and then their boyfriend still got it anyway.
Well, see, I don't think that the title makes it sound like they took the puppy and got rid of it with the boyfriend not knowing. What? But yeah, I think they're definitely not in the wrong because she said he had 2 weeks to get rid of the puppy or pay the pet deposit. So he could have paid the pet deposit and kept the puppy, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He's the one that chose to get rid of it, technically.
Yeah.
So, okay. I feel like that was an easy start.
Yeah,
I hope
and apparently I still looked like a Greek philosopher, so.
You didn't look like a Greek philosopher.
Huh.
Okay. I think that you were distracting. Hey, I'm sorry. You don't think I was being mean, right? Okay, good. Okay, you ready for the next story? Okay.
Oh, by the way, I am her brother.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, next one. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Reddit said that they were not the bad guy. So this one, am I the bad guy for refusing to hold my 26 male girlfriend's 23 female backpack as she went to use the washroom? Okay, me, 26 male, and my girlfriend, 23 female, have been in a long-distance relationship for about 2.5 years now. She lives 4 hours away and comes to see me every month or so to spend the weekend, and I love it when she's here. Towards the end of the previous trip, I went to see her off to the bus station. The bus stop is a location where we have to walk around half a mile to reach there, and we're from India, so the sun is absolutely scorching in the noon. I was carrying my backpack, holding both of our jackets in my left hand, and holding an umbrella in my right hand for her, so as she absolutely can't tolerate the heat. I'm fine with that. She was carrying her backpack in a small sling bag purse. She had to use the restroom. So there was this bench outside the restroom where I kept my backpack because I was pretty tired at this point. Before heading inside the restroom, she told me to hold her sling bag and her backpack and not keep them on the bench because she feels it's dirty. I held her sling bag but refused to hold her backpack, and then she finally put it on the bench pretty angrily. When I brought it up later, she told me that I work out and should be stronger and kind of a... Oh gosh, I don't even know what that word is. I told her to at least ask me if I can hold her backpack or if I'm tired the next time. It doesn't hurt to say thank you once in a while. She told me that saying words like thank you or sorry to close ones is not her thing, while I use them frequently, no matter who the person is. It wasn't a fight we had, just a conversation. So, am I the bad guy? Can you please get off the table? Hey, can you please get off the table? Hey, please.
I think I can't help it, okay?
What's your first thoughts? Like the first thing that you thought?
So I was thinking, why not wipe your hand off wipe off the bench and
No,
then...
that's not gonna do anything. It's like you know how sometimes there's like shelves in bathrooms?
Yeah.
Like in them, like by the toilet, sometimes there's like shelves or whatever.
Oh, like
it's like
that.
dirty like that. Like you can't just wipe it off like there's dirt on it. It's like it's actually like gross.
Yeah.
Is it poop? Something.
Okay.
No, not quite.
I kind of think. I feel like he is in the wrong, but I feel like it's also a sprinkle of everyone sucks.
See, I just think that I don't know if maybe because sometimes when I'm reading it, maybe I'm not like fully absorbing what's going on, but like I feel like he wasn't really in the wrong because he was. I mean, he could have easily held the bag. He was holding a ton of stuff.
You're
though.
right, and
Like he was
an
already holding a lot
umbrella
of
for
stuff.
her.
Yeah, and
Like he's not even under it. Yeah, I don't.
and then it kind of was really weird to me when she said that words like thank you or sorry to close ones is not her thing.
How? So you just don't have manners?
Like, I just think that's really strange because it doesn't matter if you're related or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like she's more
Yeah.
of a bad guy than he is.
Yeah.
But the Reddit says everyone sucks, so I just want to look at some of the comments.
Wait, why won't you just say in the wrong instead of a bad guy?
I don't know. Because they're not asking if they're in... I mean, they kind of are, but they're basically asking if they're a bad person. They're not necessarily saying, am I in the wrong? Because there's another subreddit called Am I Wrong? Anyway, can you...
What is that?
That's for charging my pencil. Okay, so the first comment is, everyone sucks here. Use your words. Why didn't you just say, I'm tired and can't hold your backpack as well, rather than just refusing? But saying that thank you and sorry are not your thing is definitely a bad guy move too. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I didn't realize that he didn't say, like he didn't use his words and say that he just...
Yeah.
Instead of being like, no, I just don't want to.
I think there is some miscommunication happen.
That's what, like, every single, like, Reddit story. It's, like, miscommunication, I feel like. Or
Yeah.
some form of it.
The last one was communicated very clearly.
Yeah.
I don't want a dog.
Okay, but it was
I'm getting a dog.
Actually, he was just kind of stupid. Anyway. Am I the bad guy for defending my adult son for being childish? Okay. I, 47 female, have a son, 21 male, and recently some of my husband's brothers and family came over for a little during spring break. Why can I not read today? This isn't a good
During
day.
break spring.
Okay. So they came over for a little during spring break. They moved to our state earlier this calendar year, and we've both been busy, and this was our first chance to really spend some time together. I was setting up for dinner, and I brought out the carton of milk, as my son quite enjoys milk. Okay. My sister-in-law said that her kid, 7 male, doesn't drink milk, and that if it was okay. And I said, "Oh, no, it's for my son." She said, "Oh, okay," in an odd tone, but I ignored it. My son texted me that he would be 10 to 15 minutes late, so we started without him. Then he came in and said hello, washed his hands, and came to sit down. As he did, he gave his sister, 16 female, a half noogie, if that makes sense, since he just rubbed his knuckles on her head, then sat down. After the meal, my sister-in-law asked why my son was acting like that, and I asked her what she meant. She said, well, what he did when he sat down, the milk, it just seems childish. I said, well, him and his sister are close, and he was just being playful, and milk is just a drink. She said that he was a grown man and should just drink water, and that it wasn't playful, it was childish. I told her that she was being ridiculous as I saw nothing childish about it, and she said, well, maybe you should reconsider it. I said, I don't think I will, and she said that I was raising an odd son. I told her to just drop it in a quite angry tone, and she seemed taken aback. I am starting to think I overreacted, and maybe she is right. No, we're not doing that. I'm gonna say something first then. I'm just thinking about how if she thinks this is childish, she should see me. I'm 20. Yes, I do drink milk. Yes, I do, shove you around.
Yes.
That's just the thing. That's just being siblings.
Yeah.
So that's just, weird.
Adults only drink water and adult drinks.
Also, how is it, she said her son doesn't drink milk, and he's 7. But drinking milk is childish? But her child doesn't drink milk.
What?
Hang on.
Yeah, I completely agree with her. Drinking milk is so childish.
Yeah, it's proven right here.
Who would ever drink milk above the age of 5?
Us both getting out game time.
Oh my god.
Another thing that's childish is pushing around your sister.
Anywho, yeah, I just think that it's very silly. Because sometimes milk just hits, you know? It's just it.
Yeah. I think the only one who's being childish in the situation is her. I think she's...
Boom, roasted.
Get roasted.
Oh, hey, in the comments of this one, someone said, I poured myself a glass just to spite the sister-in-law. We just did that. Okay, this one's longer. So this one is, am I the bad guy for telling my sister's boyfriend of 3 years that he has no place in my family? Okay, I, 21 female, have a little sister, 19 female, that's been dating this guy, 22 male, who I'll just call Jose. They've been dating for 3 years, this October marking their 4th year together. If I had to describe my friendship with her boyfriend, it'd have to be iffy. It started out as simple hellos and see you laters when they started dating, but that's because I wouldn't see him as often as I do now. She would always go over to his house back then. And then when he started coming around my family more often, things kind of jumped from there. If you've read my other posts, you'd be able to understand just how chaotic my family really is. And we quickly found out that Jose wasn't ready for it. It started about half a year into their relationship. He'd usually keep to himself or only focus on my sister. But if my sister got annoyed by any arguing or was in an argument herself, he would pop up out of nowhere and begin telling us off for whatever we're doing. He would do it in a passive-aggressive way that would immediately get under my skin. It would continuously be this way, where if my sister was upset because of something going on in between our family, he'd show up like her knight in shining armor to add his 2 cents into the mix. Fast forward to today. I won't disclose full details for personal reasons, but my mother and I were having a conversation. It gradually got a bit heated as we were having a disagreement. I can safely say it hadn't turned into an argument until my sister got irritated and asked what was going on. My mother explained her POV of the situation, that my sister began to defend our mom. Yes, I will admit I got Sorry. Thanks. Yes, I will admit I got a bit annoyed because the conversation had nothing to do with her. But I only got really angry when, as usual, Jose added himself in. Because we were yelling at each other, I couldn't hear most of what Jose had said. But I was able to make out, "Shut up, you're annoying, and I can hear you all the way over here." For context, all 4 of us were in the same room, and the room wasn't big at all, so it would make sense for him to be able to hear me, would it not? Anyway, in the heat of the moment, I blurted out, "Dude, no one was talking to you. You're literally just the boyfriend. You can be replaced in a heartbeat. You have no place in my family other than being my sister's partner." My mother ended up shutting the entire thing down, and everything was silent. I decided to shower to relax my thoughts, and then I ended up thinking about if what I said went too far. And I've been thinking about it since I left the building.
I think he's... I think the boyfriend is a jerk, but OP should have not made that outburst. Cause like, I know it was a heated argument, but you have no place in this family. See, it wasn't really that for me, cause like, you could see that as like, you can't like break into our arguments, but you could be replaced in a heartbeat. That's the bad part.
I think they definitely went too far with that. And I think it's kind of hard for me because since I like picked out these stories, like I know what Reddit said about them, and so my opinion is kind of swayed. Because Reddit said that they were the bad guy.
I disagree.
Because
I think it's a sprinkle
in the
of
comments.
Sucks.
In the comments, the first one says, "Wow, your family sounds toxic. I applaud Jose for putting up with it as long as he has. All of you except Jose sounds super annoying to have to listen to. And then, when Jose expressed his understandable opinion, you got defensive. Here's an idea: if you don't want someone who is not involved in an argument to put their 2 cents in, don't have the argument in front of them."
See, okay, with the argument they demonstrated, he wasn't like giving his opinion. He was just saying, "Shut up." So he was kind of just adding
I just
to
don't
it.
even know what to even say about this.
I think everyone sucks here.
I mean, I do think it's good though that he like is willing to stick up for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because if they're, and you know, another thing is this is only one point of view, so it's like you never really can like actually say a definitive yes or no, because you don't know, like this is all you know. But like I do think, like, I don't know what she means by like saying that. Where was it? It says, she says he would begin telling us off for whatever we're doing, and he would do it in a passive-aggressive way.
He wasn't even doing it in the example.
Okay, but that's not the only one. So I'm curious, like, what it means for him to be telling them off in a passive-aggressive way. Because what if he's just like, you guys, you know, just to let you guys know, like, you hurt my girlfriend's feelings, and like, you know, she's just really down about it now. Is that him telling, like,
I say
like
that's,
you don't know?
I say that's kind of passive aggressive, but Well,
if he's
it kind
saying-
of depends on the tone. If it's like, hey, you made my girlfriend sad.
We
Like,
don't know this is what he's doing, but I'm saying, just to let you guys know, she is feeling really hurt and like down because of what happened. That's not passive aggressive.
Also, what was Jose doing when they were like yelling at each other? Like, was he trying to read a book in the corner or something? Because then I could see it like him getting involved and getting kind of angry because he can't focus because everybody else is yelling. So he wants them like, okay,
Hey, Anna.
I know it's kind of. I just. As I'm thinking about this, I'm starting to side more with Jose.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
do-
saying is like other people's opinions really influence.
I think we need Jose's side of the story.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
I think everyone sucks.
And that's the end.
Blah.
That's the end. Can you say bye?
Bye. Subscribe to my channel.
No.
Bye. Why? You guys
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.